नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं हिंदी क्विंट और इंग्लिश क्विंट पर हमारी ये खास बातचीत एनआईपीएफपी के सीनियर फेलो अजय शाह से। अजय, आजकल बात ये लगातार चल रही है कि बड़ा भारी इकोनॉमिक डिवास्टेशन है और ऐसे में बहुत सारा पैसा चाहिए अगर हमको बहुत ज्यादा इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस से अपने आप को बचाना है और सरकार को एक बहुत बड़ा स्टिमुलस लेके आना चाहिए। क्वेश्चन सब लोग यही पूछ रहे हैं कि सरकार कितना बड़ा स्टिमुलस ला सकती है, लेकिन सरकार के पास पैसों की कमी भी तो है, तो ये आएगा कहां से पैसा?
So I do not think that there is a lot of possibility for government expenditure to help in this situation. And there are two things that are going on. The first is that before the crisis came, already the Indian fiscal deficit was very large. There was a large fiscal deficit of the union government. There was off-balance sheet borrowing of the union government, and then there was borrowing by the state government. Now, when the economy goes down because of COVID-19, the tax income of the government also goes down. So, in a way, automatically, there is a big decline of the tax revenues and enlargement of the government's deficit. So, there's really not much headroom for the government to take any actions which will make a significant difference to this problem.
Right. तो ऐसे में आपने आज एक आर्टिकल लिखा है बिजनेस स्टैंडर्ड में और आपका सजेशन ये है कि पैसा तो बाहर से ही आएगा, फॉरेन कैपिटल को लाने के लिए ही काम करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन उसमें दिक्कत ये है कि अभी जो दुनिया भर का हाल है उसमें एक ओपिनियन ये है कि लोग अभी इंडिया की तरफ क्यों देखेंगे, इंडिया में क्यों पैसा लगाएंगे?
So I want to say two things, that no matter what, there is a basic accounting fact that there is a savings in India and there is an investment in India. So suppose we have savings of 25 and we do investment of 30, then 5 rupees is a gap. That gap will always come from outside. So it will come. There is a guarantee that it will come. The only debate is it will come at what price? At how much does rupee have to depreciate? How much do share prices have to go down? At what interest rate will that money come? That is the subject of negotiation. Now, all over the world, all countries are facing the same problem. All countries have companies who are thirsty for capital. But India is in a better position. India is in a better position for 3 reasons. First, we have young demographics. Compared to many other countries, the problem of COVID-19 in India is lower because much of the Indian population is young. Second, the Indian firms are starting out with less borrowing. So in the pre-COVID state, we did not have a lot of borrowing in the Indian companies. For example, in China, there is absolutely massive amount of leverage on the balance sheet of the companies. So now when those companies try to borrow more, it becomes very difficult. But for India, there is not a lot of borrowing that is already there on the balance sheets of the firms. And so these firms become more able to obtain debt and to obtain equity capital. And the third element of the argument is ultimately what global investors want to find is fundamentally sound companies. That if 100 rupees of equity and debt capital come into your company, is your company fundamentally a sound business? Are you competitive? Are you able to generate return on equity? Okay, and again, a large number of sound, healthy, well-run companies are found in India. So you are correct that it is global competition. An Indian company which wants foreign capital has to compete with 1,000 other companies who want foreign capital. But India is in a better place.
अभी एक नई बात ये हुई कि चाइना का जो यहाँ पर एफडीआई आ रहा था उसको रोकने के लिए अब ये कर दिया गया है कि गवर्नमेंट अप्रूवल के बगैर चाइनीज इन्वेस्टमेंट, नेबरहुड कंट्रीज के इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं आ सकते। तो ये सिग्नल है कि फॉरेन कैपिटल को हम वेलकम नहीं करते हैं, पहली बात। दूसरी बात, अगर ये रास्ता है भी तो अभी इमीडिएट तो हो नहीं पाएगा, इसमें वक्त बहुत लगेगा। हमारे पास उतना टाइम है क्या?
So first on China, I think there is reason to be concerned about Chinese investments in certain areas which have national security implications. So for example, if there is Chinese presence inside core telecom companies who are running the communications infrastructure of India, then there is merit to be concerned. Or for example, if Chinese ownership was to come for the Jawaharlal Nehru port in Nhava Sheva, then there is room to be concerned. But I feel in a normal company, in a normal business, there is no need to be so uncomfortable. So I feel we should also be more measured in our responses. In terms of the speed, I agree with you. The need for this is right now. As quickly as possible, we have got to get vast amounts of capital into the country. And so I feel that we should be removing many of the restrictions and the irritants and the speed breakers that we have put in the last 10 years. So India has become a difficult place to do business when it comes to cross-border activities. There are problems of taxation, there are problems of capital controls, there are problems of financial regulation, there are problems of investigations. So we should be removing these barriers so as to get this going faster.
राइट इसमें फिर एक दूसरा सवाल खड़ा होगा, वो ये कि अभी सब देशों के बारे में ये है कि लोग अपने जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं वो कंजर्वेटिव हो रहे हैं, एक तरह का एंटी ग्लोबलाइजेशन वाला सेंटिमेंट तैयार हो रहा है। तो जब हमको फॉरेन कैपिटल की जरूरत है, ये बात बिल्कुल क्लियर है, नो ब्रेनर है, वैसे में फिर भी अप्रोच ये हो सकता है कि नहीं नहीं फॉरेन कैपिटल को जरा सस्पिशियस से देखते हैं, अब थोड़ा और बैरियर खड़े कर दो।
इट इज अ रिस्क, इट इज अ कंसर्न। आई वुड जस्ट से दैट we should be pragmatic. Our job is to do good things for India. Our job is to do good things for the Indian companies, for Indian households, for Indian SMEs, for Indian fintech companies all across India. There is a desperate need of external capital into every company in India that is adversely affected. We should be loyal to our people and the Indian economy, and if there is a conflict between pragmatism and ideology, we should vote for pragmatism.
अभी बहुत सारी कंट्रीज में बहुत एग्रेसिव रिलीफ पैकेजेस आए हैं, जीडीपी का 10%, 5%, 20% तक की तैयारी है। इंडिया में अभी तक जो इमीडिएट रिलीफ पैकेज आया है, ये कितना क्वालिटी वाइज कितना अच्छा है, कितना इफेक्टिव हो रहा है, या और कुछ करने की जरूरत है? अगर है तो वो क्या करना चाहिए?
So the Indian government has been modest in its responses, and I personally think that is the correct thing to do. We do not have the fiscal space. So there is a lot of long-term institution building that is required. Let me take Germany as an example. After the 2008 crisis, for 10 years, Germany has run prudent fiscal policy, run a small primary surplus every year. They have a healthy borrowing arrangement that they don't force anybody to lend to the government. The government goes and runs an auction, and then fair and square, they borrow from voluntary people. All this hard work was done for 10 years. So now, when the COVID-19 situation arises, Germany was able to make one decision of 10% of GDP. Okay, now we are not in that place. We have a large fiscal deficit even before COVID-19. We do not have proper arrangements for how the government borrows. We do not have the Public Debt Management Agency, a professional investment banker for the government. So we have to recognize our limitations. So I think the government has been cautious, and I think that is the right thing to do.
Agreed. So आपकी जो विश लिस्ट है, चूंकि वो बहुत बड़ी और बहुत एम्बिशियस है, और अभी तक का जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है उसमें अगर प्रोबेबिलिटी रेशियो पे देखना हो, तो हाउ होपफुल आर यू दैट गवर्नमेंट विल लिसन टू सम ऑफ योर आइडियाज दैट यू आर पुटिंग फोर्थ, व्हिच इज बेसिकली allow foreign capital in a rational way right now?
So there is a beautiful line from Winston Churchill. Men and nations will do the right thing after trying every reasonable alternative. So I think that now we have our backs against the wall, and we should all put our shoulder to the problem of how to make progress. And I feel these ideas matter more than ever.
Great, thanks. I hope some of our North Block, South Block Mandarins are listening to this. Thank you for your time, Ajay.
Thanks.